Years ago, while I was playing some video games in a party, I overheard my mother's conversation with my aunt saying I could change gears at a young age. I have to say that this is one of the memories I barely remember. I say changing gears, I mean I change gears when the driver is stepping the clutch pedal, not me. Little kid can't hit the clutch pedal while keeping their butt on the seat and their eyes on the road, right? I'm not like that one baby in that one particular episode from the cartoon Uncle Grandpa or the cartoons who was driving a fan or a camper fan or whatever that is with alphabet cubes as his stilts so that he could easily hit those pedals. No. Nope. I'm not him. No. Okay, so manual cars. Cars with an extra pedal and a complex gearbox that some people find exhausting to operate. Unlike automatic cars, we could just drag the stick to the D gear and drive off. Personally, I like to drive an automatic car because of how easy it is to drive it, although I haven't driven one. But I love to drive the manual more than the automatic because manuals are more powerful than the automatic variants and I always get the feel while dragging the stick. But why didn't your dad teach you automatics first? Well, there are two reasons why my dad taught me manuals first. The first one is because my dad wanted to teach me the hard ones before advancing to the easier ones. And the other, we didn't have a car with an automatic transmission, even though we had one, two, three cars, zero manuals. In 2021, my dad decided to take me to his workplace. When we were halfway there, he stopped the car to change the seat with me to teach me how to drive a car. For those who drive manual cars, we all knew the first time we drove that kind of car with your tutor beside you. You first hit the clutch pedal, move the stick to the first gear, then slowly step on the gas pedal while slowly releasing the clutch pedal, and finally the car stops working unexpectedly, pissing off your instructor or your parent. The next lesson I learned was to hold the car without touching the brake pedal. It includes balancing the gas and the clutch pedal, like if you hit both pedals 50% of your power, if anyone is wondering. My dad said it is convenient when stopping the car on slope terrain so you can efficiently move the car upwards without it moving back and potentially hitting an object behind it. It may sound a bit difficult, that's why my dad demonstrated it. When I tried to do the same, he said I did it wrong. I did not understand why. After so many attempts, I finally did it. The next day, my dad took me to elsewhere to teach me maneuverability. During the lesson, my arms were almost cramped, my legs were tired, and my body began to sweat because the car I was driving was a cheap three-seater pickup truck without power steering, and that was the same car my dad used to get to work and to teach me those previous lessons. It almost feels as if I'm in some kind of gym. I didn't tell my dad that my arms were tired. I kept doing it for 30 minutes straight without saying so. Once I mastered all of them, my dad asked me if I could be the driver so every time I went anywhere with him, only because most of my family did not trust me at that time. So I accepted his request, and since then, I drive the car under my dad's supervision. You might be wondering, isn't it illegal for a kid to drive a car on the road? Yes, it is illegal, but highway patrol cops in Indonesia, in my province to be exact, were often active during the evening, so we're safe during the day. As time went on, my family began to trust me, and my sister became the second person who would drive with me. She asked me if I could go with her to buy some snacks and told me to become her driver. I accepted her request, but every time I drove with her, she would rant and throw excessive insults at me if I made a simple mistake. She's maybe one of the people who want to be perfect since the people in my country drive their vehicles as if they own the road. I'm not going to lie, I can't stand listening to insults while driving. But often admit some of my mistakes because I'm still new. The third one will be my brother. I can't provide you with enough information about how he will react to me driving because he's still busy studying in another city. But I'm pretty sure he was both happy and worried to see a 14-year-old driving a car on a main road. Last but not least, my mother. The only time I drive with her is when she wanted me to accompany her to buy some groceries when my dad is not around. If he does, well, it's just play some video games while waiting for them to go back with their groceries.